Mirror's Edge is a game that's focused very heavily on movement.
We've had parkour artists come in, talk to us. They can teach us a lot about the moves that we have in the game and how we can also expand on it.
We're building on the first Mirror's Edge when it comes to the moveset that Faith has.
Everything is geared towards traversing and navigating this environment. We want the player to be able to experiment and find different paths in the environment.
You know that you can get there, but how? And that's when you explore, not just the environment, but also what is it that Faith can do.
So for the skilled player, they might find the quickest, the fastest, the most rewarding path for them. Somebody with less skill might find a safer, longer route.
It's important for us that everybody who wants to play the game can play the game. And not only are we building a broad moveset, we're also building combat with the moveset in mind.
You would analyze the geometry in a combat encounter to see how you can use that against the enemies.
When we talk about combat, we are selecting very special sounds for that. We're having very tight, controlled hits. They kind of speak about Faith's power and efficiency because she is a projectile. Whenever she does hit, she hits quick, fast, and hard, and then moves on.
Here is where I started. The simplest building blocks of Faith. And that would be the white, the red, the blacks. Of course, we kept the glove. That in itself is iconic for her.
The style and tone of the game implies that everything we do needs to be elegant, minimalistic, and it has to have a certain attitude.
She's a runner. She's very strong. The overall look should give them a sense that, well, you shouldn't mess around with Faith.
We are redefining the role of the runners to allow for more varied gameplay, for more varied experience. We will expand on who she is in this world. Why is she doing what she's doing? What's her reason for being Faith?
This is a girl that actually tattooed her eye. You do it for a reason. It's to make a point.
We are creating Faith for a new generation.
Every new day holds a promise.
Hey, I'm scared!
You can waste it, or spend it advancing yourself. A productive employee is a happy employee. Anyone can rise to high caste level. Your possibilities are infinite. Personal freedom comes at a price. Be wary of policy breakers in our midst.
Faith, are you there?
Had a run-in with Kruger, but I got something for it.
I'm taking her out!
don't like what's coming, Faith. This city is changing, and not for the better. Unless, of course, we stop it.
You, on the ground, now!
Go on, girl. Save us all. Time to make myself useful, huh? Where do I go?
You need to make your way to the Agricultural Division at Elysium.
Hell. Just saw a couple of KSAC guards hassling an employee. What are they after?
There's a lot of Kruger sec chatter about some runner they need to subdue. Avoid the VTOLs and don't get into any scraps. Elysium is one of the taller buildings. You should see their logo on the side.
I see it. Something doesn't feel right. I'm here.
Got it. Be careful, Faith.
Don't worry, Noah. I got this. Fancy.
Elysium Labs. High-profile data grab. Look, they are very protective about this data, so there's no margin for error, you understand? Heads up, I got plenty of commotion below. An exec motorcade arriving, enforcers everywhere. What? This is not looking right at all. We should abort the run.
Let me roll with it, Noah.
We do not mess with Gabriel Kruger.
I need the script.
It's not like I can stop you anyway. Icarus, keep us updated on any changes outside.
Noah, there's someone else here. Not a runner.
I don't like this, Faith. You should get out of there.
Sorry. I'm checking it out.
Of course you are.
There's a whole different set of labs here. This isn't agricultural research. What are they up to?
Faith, you don't have to do this.
I'm finishing this, Noah. I'll be fine.
Your progress mirrors the results we're seeing from every facility. Direct the mirror, activate the alarm. Deal with him. Wait! I need him alive. Stop her!
Faith, if you hear this, don't try to take on everyone. Just get out, okay? Noah, I can see them shooting at her. Damn it, this was not supposed to happen.
I once knew a young woman who would defy anyone and anything in order to do what she felt was right. But you're clearly not her. You're broken.
Anything having to do with Gabriel Kruger, we need to stay miles away from.
Look, I thought that this would be a
No, you didn't think, Faith. You never do.
Don't get lost.
Barely out of prison and already stirring things up? Your parents would be proud.
Mr. Kruger, he is out for runner blood. Whatever it is you stole from him must be very valuable.
Stop her! If you keep this up, I swear you'll be dead in a month.
Using every weapon at our disposal, we've got to destroy it.
Back off!
Kruger did this, and he'll be able to do it to anyone unless he's stopped.
Get out of my sight!
That's it?
What else is there?
You're wrong. I'm not broken.
Prove it.
So, there's a fighter in you after all.
The gameplay of the first Mirror's Edge was very appealing in the sense that it gave players this new way of looking at first-person shooters, where you would focus on actually traversing the terrain instead of shooting your way through.
Mirror's Edge Catalyst, it's a game about running, walking, jumping, leaping, rolling, and fighting.
The most striking difference between the first game and Mirror's Edge Catalyst is the free roaming.
So we've created a big city, the City of Glass, that the player gets to experience. You will also have access to a variety of side missions, ranging from delivery missions to saving runners in distress. So you really can decide your own path in Glass.
You will use Faith's momentum to combat your enemies. The different enemy archetypes will require you to use different skills. This new combat system is essentially a lot more personal.
Yeah? What else is new?
If it sounds good, whatever it looks like, it will look better. It will feel better because you get to percussively connect all the dots on the screen in front of you. One of the things that worked really well in the last Mirror's Edge was the soundtrack, the music by Solar Fields. So we've got him back in to do our game, and we've made the music even more responsive to how the player decides to play the game. So when you run, we have more percussion. If you stop still, we'll have pastoral chords. Basically, you control how the music plays by your actions in the game.
We really want the player to instantly be able to feel the flow, like the runner's flow. We don't want to challenge you with doing a move. You should be able to know how to do a move. But the skill comes from where in the environment is the best route to go.
Can't wait for us to release this game and for people to finally get their hands on it.
Take this strong character and this unique gameplay and bring that out as an alternative to all the other games. It's a powerful feeling.
They will see the elegance of the city and they will want to be part of that.
You have 5 seconds to comply.
Immersed in that emotion. That's what I'd like.
One of the most iconic things with Faith's look isn't just her outfit, it's also her determination. She has such an edgy look. Her look is a metaphor for how she cuts through the City of Glass. She doesn't take the path that everyone else does, but she finds her new way.
I once knew a young woman who would defy anyone and anything in order to do what she felt was right. But you're clearly not her. You're broken.
The comic, which precludes the game, leaves Faith in jail. And when we start playing the game, she's just being released from jail and being let back into the city, which she hasn't seen for 2 years.
A very near future city. It's something that we can relate to because there's a lot of both architectural elements but also cultural elements that we can see there.
The City of Glass is a city with a lot of history, and we've tried to build that. For example, we have a downtown section, which is very much like an old school Mirror's Edge with grittiness and like creaky pipes. But But then we have these new parts of the city that are brand new, they're super glossy, reflective.
So now we have dynamic time of day, which as an artist I really love, because in the first game it was beautiful, it was gorgeous. It was these white buildings with big colors. But now we've had to tackle how would that look at night.
It's clean. It's got this like industrial elegance to the spaces. Not many games use clean. Everything's always dirty in games.
There's a ruling conglomerate, the authorities, and they are very keen on putting a nice touch on things, like a nice facade.
Don't get lost.
Barely out of prison and already stirring things up? Your parents would be proud.
The main players, the main factions of the City of Glass, the most important one is, of course, the authorities. And opposed to them is a sort of resistance movement called Black November. Then there's the runners, and they are sort of neutral, but due to the events that Faith set in motion, they will be forced to take a stand.
I thought that this would be a...
No, you didn't think, Faith. You never do.
I feel proud, and I'm happy to work on the project. It's beautiful.
It gives you so much more depth to explore, both from the city's perspective and the story.
Social play appeals to both the pro player and the novice. Part of that is the progression that we put through the game from a simple dash to a complex dash. It's the time trials and the sort of variety of difficulty that people can make. And it's the approach we've taken to them.
Using our companion app and website, you can customize your social profile, you can look at the leaderboards for your latest challenges, infinite possibilities of how you want to compete and when you want to compete. And the player can create challenges wherever they want to.
We still have time trials, but instead of actually specifying the checkpoints ourselves, we actually let players do it.
Being a truly skillful player was something we really wanted to tap into, something we wanted to build on. And of course, we've created other challenges and other what we call dashes.
A dash, at its simplest, is a race. Complexity and depth comes from discovering the right route for you and then mastering that from the beginning to the end. In most of our social content, we have a thing called echoes, which is a sort of echo of a previous experience that someone has had on that race or that time trial that they've gone on. The visualization of it actually relates to the beat. It's a augmented reality piece of a lens that Faith is wearing at that time.
So the beat is the system runners use to communicate in-game. And we've taken that concept and created our companion experience, our app, and our website.
Another social element that we have is the Beat LE, or the Beat Location Emitter. And it's the ability for me as a player to place a geotag, in a sense, in a certain place in the city, and then for you to discover it or find it.
And it's all up to you where you want to create this and how you want it to be played. You can make it easy, or you can make it incredibly difficult, if that's what you want.
I can't wait to see what players will do with it.
I'm super proud of the game.
It's not only going to live up to their expectations, but immensely exceeded. It certainly has exceeded mine.
Who's that in the window? It's a damn kid. Get her!
Dogen sends his best. Enjoy your freedom.
Faith Connors. Wherever I turn, there you are. The only language you and your kind speaks is destruction.
It's good to have you back, girl. I heard some runner got out of juvie today.
What are you gonna do next?
I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna send a clear message to Kruger.
Then you'll have to shoot me too. Go on, girl. Save us all.
What is that?
That is your future.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.